Hey, what is going on, everyone? In this video, continuing our coverage of the AWS Cloud Practitioner examination, I'm going to be covering a topic that is, no, I was going to say near and dear to my heart, but that would be an outright lie. It's kind of boring, but it's necessary. The topic is security. As you can imagine, AWS has companies large and small, and they're very paranoid about the security of their data and their communications, and for good reason too. We have bad actors out there in the world. So AWS has obviously been built with security and privacy as a first-class consideration throughout all their services. Throughout this little series on security, we're going to be talking about identity and access management, logging, encryption, firewalls, key management, segmentation, DDoS protection, you name it. Everything that comes with security considerations AWS offers. A lot of those advanced features come ready-made if you have a certain tier of AWS subscription. Otherwise, you can get some of them on a consumption model where you pay only for what you use. Okay, so let's talk about governance. What is governance specifically in the context of data security? Governance is the system by which an organization directs and controls IT security. Governance determines who is authorized to make decisions. It specifies the accountability framework and provides oversight to ensure that risks are adequately mitigated. And it also, of course, ensures that security strategies are aligned with business objectives. So let's get into it here and talk a little bit about how AWS implements governance. Cloud-based governance on AWS, it offers a lower cost barrier of entry, facilitating operations and improving agility. Also, of course, the nice thing is that there's a smaller decision space to be made with regards to some of the more lower level security controls, such as network, infrastructure, physical security, and whatnot, because it comes already inherited from AWS. So next thing we want to talk about quickly is data encryption. Now, AWS offers multiple levels of encryption, including client-side, server-side. You can choose if you want to encrypt the data and transmit. Wow, it is raining really hard. You guys see how hard it's raining? Freaking awesome. AWS's Key Management Service, or KMS, allows you to choose if AWS manages the keys or if you want to do it yourself. It also has a hardware cloud-based key management system, allowing you, more fuller control pretty much over any of your security needs. Okay, AWS provides a number of resources for access control. IAM stands for Identity and Access Management. AWS also provides multi-factor authentication for that added level of security. And if you're doing some sort of hybrid, or if you already have an existing security infrastructure in place, you can integrate that pretty easily with your new AWS infrastructure using federation with corporate directories. Amazon Cognito allows your users of your apps to sign in or sign up using third-party identities such as Google or GitHub or Facebook, and single sign-on as well. Monitoring and logging is an important part of compliance, auditing, and of course security. So everything that we've talked about in previous videos, such as CloudTrail and CloudWatch, and all these help you to run a more secure organization and operations. And then finally, if what AWS has to offer is not sufficient or not specific enough to meet your security requirements, there is also the AWS Marketplace, which provides a bevy of other security products, including anti-malware, specific web application firewalls, intrusion protection, etc., which you can include relatively simply into your existing AWS resources. So this was the first video in talking about AWS security. In the next several videos, we'll get a little bit more in-depth regarding the AWS Shared Responsibility Model, IAM, AWS Inspector, and AWS Shield, as well as talking a bit about compliance on the AWS cloud. So stick around, and hopefully you can learn something.